Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the do's and don'ts
Don'ts.
of sinning.
Ha.
My name's Matthew, like always.
And I'm Joslyn, like always.
We're trying to spice it up with that intro. Tell us how you like it. I feel like we're always saying we're trying to spice it up,
Yeah, always.
right?
Remix.
Oh my god, yeah. But it's like midday here recording. We just went out to brunch at Urban Egg. And
1:50 p.m.
Oh my god. And then we went, I got some new sneakers, got some new kicks, respect the drip, honey. What were they, Nikes? I think, yeah.
Yeah.
They were Nikes for $54.99. It was great. Great sale. You gotta keep those good shoes up for the medical field.
Honestly,
my god.
I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't that impressed with Urban Egg.
Yeah, they didn't have the French omelet that Joslyn wanted. But I mean, I've never gotten that chicken and waffles. And I got like Benedict chicken and waffles with like hollandaise sauce. And I thought it was pretty good. But it's kind of like, it's more of like a avocado toast on like wheat bread and like interesting things instead of like classic, like Mountain Shadows is like classic.
Mom
like chicken
and pop.
fried steak. It's eggs, hash browns, pancakes. Simple. It's classic.
I so much prefer Mountain Shadows.
Yeah. So it depends on how I'm feeling. Like if I want like a classic, just like biscuits and gravy and eggs, or like an omelet and waffles, or sometimes I want like something stupid, like avocado on like wheat bread with like eggs Benedict.
I hate eggs Benedict.
I don't like, I like it.
Hollandaise sauce is raw eggs.
Yeah, but that's why I only put like a little. Like when they're like, "Gullah," that's why I always ask for it on the side because it's too much. It's like, it feels like just like whipped mayonnaise, which is what mayonnaise is. It's just egg and milk.
Yeah. Ew. Speaking of mayonnaise, what was the place? Was it Jersey Mike's or Jimmy John's that we said had too much mayonnaise?
Jimmy John's has far too much mayonnaise.
Way too much fucking mayonnaise.
Far too much. And it's just very aggressive. And
even when you ask for light mayonnaise, it's still way too much.
Yeah. It's globs. And then the fact that their lettuce is
Shredded
like
lettuce?
stringy and then it's like flat, like
Ew.
turkey. It just, everything slides on it.
Ew, I hate it. I'm not a big fan of Culver's either. I don't know if Culver's is all over or if it's just a Midwest thing.
Culver's? What about Culver's?
Culver's, hate it.
Why?
I think it's gross ass food.
It's Midwestern, like Midwestern food. So it's very, I only go like once a year when I'm really feeling it. The last time I went, it was like maybe like 8, 9 o'clock at night. And I had a very weird encounter. I was just wearing a hoodie, glasses, beanie. And like I pulled up to the thing. And you know how like you've gone like, you know, like how their drive-thru works. Like you pull up,
I've gone inside. But...
Oh, they give you like a little like triangle thing to put on your window because like it's food, like it's not just like McDonald's, throw it on the fryer, done. So like they give you a little triangle thing and then you pull up and he was like, oh, it's just like 2 seconds, just hang out here. And then I was like, okay. And I was like on my phone, and then he was like, oh, you got this? And I was like, yeah. And he was like, oh, how do you like it? And I was like, oh, it's like fucking, I got like fish and chips or whatever. And I was like, yeah, it's good. And he was like, oh, have you ever tried like, and it's just some teenage boy, and he said, have you ever tried like the spicy like chicken here? And I was like, no, didn't even know you guys had it. And he was like, yeah, I was thinking about getting it. And I was like, yeah, that does sound good, like I always like spicy chicken stuff. And he was like, yeah. And then he stood there like at the window, and I was like, anyways, and then he was like, here's your food. I was like, thanks, bye. And like in the back of my mind while I was pulling away, I was like, maybe he was trying to flirt with me.
Maybe he was.
Yeah, like that kind of weird encounter.
That Matthew pie.
Oh my god! But like, cause that's how like a server would do it, is whatever. And it's like, oh, you got this? Oh, I like that. Like, have you ever tried this? Like, that's kind of how it. And I was just like, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Do you ever miss serving sometimes?
It's so simple. We talk about this all the time. It was just so simple. Put it in. You get tips out the ass. And it's just so you run food, and the kitchen's so much fun. Servers, you make jokes and shit.
When I worked like last night, I was telling one of the nurses that, because you know they have 2 nurses up there right now,
yeah.
And like one of them was sitting over at the other table, and I was talking to the other one, and I was like, you know what? Like when COVID's like close to being over, I think that I might like pick up a serving job.
I was
like a couple days
I was telling a coworker the same thing. I was like, I wouldn't mind working like a Friday, Saturday at like a place just to like, because I have 4 days off, so like might as well like boost the income, and it's fun. And it's definitely like relaxing.
And I think, I mean, like we could always make more money by picking up CNA shifts at work.
But then that adds to the more stress.
I want to get the fuck out of there.
Exactly. I want to be able to decompress, and serving is like nothing.
Yeah, serving is so easy.
And there's like stressful nights and like when you're slammed and shit, but then
compared to what we do, it's not.
Yeah, compared to like the scheme of things, nobody's like life's depending on you.
Exactly.
It's fucking taco salads and burgers.
Exactly.
Like shit is not that intense.
But I had mentioned that. I was like, yeah, like I thought about picking up like 1 or to like part-time 5-hour shifts like a week.
Yeah.
Because you could work like, I could work like 2 5-hour shifts and make enough money in tips to pay like half my rent.
Exactly, 100%.
And so I was like thinking about that. And the other one that was sitting over there, she was like, wait, what'd you say when COVID is over? And I was like, yeah. And she's like, and I was like, I'm not naive. I didn't say it was going to be at the end of the year. I didn't say it was going to be in a couple months.
It's not going to be a lifelong thing. Like, there's going to be, like, not repercussions, but there's going to be, like, after effects of COVID because it's such a big deal.
Yeah.
Because it happened globally. But the same thing with, like, not the bubonic plague because it was, like, so long ago, but, like, other things, like smallpox and stuff. Yeah, and Ebola. Like, it happened, and we remember it, and it's, like, a thing still. But it, like, gets phased out because medicine is so advanced. It just keeps going.
Right.
Like, you don't think in, like, 20 years something else is going to fucking happen?
Right.
Like, there's not going to be some new disease or something?
It just, like, pissed me off because she laughed like I was fucking an idiot.
I already think I know who it is. I'm not getting the vaccine. I'm not an anti-vaxxer. You sound like one.
Yeah.
You can, like, other people are like, I'm not going to get it. It's just not ready yet. And I'm like, you're just stupid. Mm-hmm. Like, and I'm like, I can kind of get, like, the whole aspect of not wanting to get it because it came out so fast. But, like, people don't know the science about it. Like, I've read and, like, listened to, like, a couple... But I've read some, like, things and heard some videos about people, like, it's... Because COVID-19, that strain, yes, it's new. But the fact that it's a SARS virus already, they were basing it off of that and then altering it for the new, like, mix. So, like, it's not like they made it up all of a sudden. It's not like a new disease and then they made up the vaccine a year later. And it's also, like, yeah, you can't trust the government or blah, 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 like, certain people. Mm-hmm. But it's also, like... Do you think they're going to give out billions of vaccines to the globe?
No.
And kill everybody?
No.
Or, like, risk it?
But then you have people that are like, well, it's natural selection. Like, you know those people?
Oh, my God. When people use natural selection, it's 99% they're using it in the wrong context.
Natural selection is like when people were eating Tide Pods.
Exactly.
That's natural selection.
Yeah, exactly.
But no, anyway, are you just going to, like, cut that part?
Yeah.
Okay. So anyway, that same nurse, she was, what am I trying to say? She came down to the other floor that I was working on, like, a couple of days before that, and, she came down, I think I told you she had a shitty attitude, and I was like, oh, you'd be so proud of me, like, I, like, pick up a multivitamin, and she was like, where'd you get it from?
Oh, yeah, you told me that.
And I was
like... Were they organic?
Did
you get it from Whole Foods?
I was like... I got it from King Soopers, and she was like, oh, no. She was like, you should never, ever take a multivitamin that isn't organic. And if it's a tablet and not a capsule, you're doing your body more harm than good.
If I see that bitch eat a bag of chips, I'm calling her ass out.
Yeah. I was like, okay, bye.
Because people do that shit. They're like, oh, you can't, like, organic. And then I see them eating Lay's chips.
Hello?
You're telling me that McDonald's you just brought in is organic?
Yeah.
And they're like, it's just once. I'm like... You can't be both. You can't play
so,
both sides.
Yeah, so I was talking to Valley about the multivitamin thing, and she was like, I don't know. She was like, I feel like some is better than none.
Yeah, exactly.
Even if it's like, I don't know. It's kind of like this girl that I watch on YouTube. She's the dermatologist that I like watch her skincare videos. And she's like, the best sunscreen is the sunscreen you use. Exactly. So. Because you're doing something over nothing. Exactly. Because it's not like, oh, banana boat, I would never. And it's like, maybe if a brand like... If sunscreen like had alcohol as the first ingredient, it's probably not the best, but it's gonna be better for sun prevention. Probably gonna dry you out. Exactly. But like it's gonna help. I've only worn sunscreen like 4 times. I'm really bad about it. I like have one I have one online that I'm gonna buy. It's the brand is called Black Girl Sunscreen, and it's like completely black owned, like woman of color owned. Yeah. And they because, you know, like, sunscreens give you, like, white cast. Mm-hmm. And so a lot of black people can't wear the sunscreen that they want to wear because it makes them look fucking insane. Exactly. It makes them look dried the hell out. Exactly. Yeah. And so they, like, created this whole line of sunscreen just for people of color. Mm-hmm. And so... it has no white cast to it, but the kids one is like 50 SPF, nice. And I want to get it for my face, and it's only $10. That's pretty good. That sounds really good. About that. And supporting black-owned business, love that. Exactly. The only time I've only worn sunscreen in the last like 5 years is like when I went to Six Flags once. I think it's funny that you call it Six Flags. Oh, because it's Elitch's now? Yeah. But, like, when I grew up, it was Six Flags. Well, me too, yeah. And then it was, like, Six Flags Elitch's. Yeah. And then it's now Elitch's. But they still have they still have the flags up. Like, they didn't take it down. Yeah. So I wore it at, like, it might have even been Elitch's or Six Flags when I went. I don't know.
And I wore it at Pride both days because we're outside all day. And then other than that, I've never worn it. I think Wes brought it when we went to the zoo. Mm-hmm. But like, I just don't think about it. I don't. I think I might have one.
I think about it.
I think about it a half an hour after I'm outside.
I think about it in the situation where I'm swimming or outdoors for an extended period of time. I don't think about it when I'm just like walking from my house to my car to work. I don't think about it then, but you should be wearing it like all the time.
Yeah, you should. And I mean, a lot of foundations and stuff have an SPF.
It doesn't matter though.
It doesn't. But then like, I can't remember if it was a dermatologist or if I'm just like hearing this, but like the fact that you're putting like a layer over your face, it's already protecting you from some kind of thing, because it's literally like it's blocking out. Right. But yeah, I just never think about it.
Foundation clogs your pores and stuff. I guess like pretty much anything clogs your pores. But,
if you're putting it on you, yeah.
Yeah, and then if you like don't wash it off correctly and stuff. But like, I notice if I wear like a full face of foundation, then I have like 3 new breakouts when I wash my face at night. Of course,
because then you're like giving it more stuff to like clog up, and then your like skin can't break down.
Right.
Like, because it knows that you're gonna have oils. It has a system of figuring it the fuck out, and then you're like, let me put on this Maybelline.
Yeah.
And then it's like, what are you doing?
Yeah, it's like that. It's like that. That like meme of the kid with the veins popping out of his face, and he's like,
oh yeah, when people I'm vegan. I haven't told anybody in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh my
That's
god.
Funny.
And people say like even being in Colorado, you should have sunscreen on like all the time,
right? Because
we're so high, the atmosphere is like thinner up here, and like snow, you have to think it's like bouncing shit off all the time.
Yeah, for sure.
So like. We have to be screwed. But like,
one of the worst sunburns I ever got was when I went to the pool when I was like growing up.
It's always the pool.
I was at the pool, and it wasn't like a super sunny day. It was warm. It was probably like maybe like 75, but it was like overcast kind of.
People always say you're gonna get the worst sunburn when it's overcast.
Yeah, I did get the worst sunburn
because like light rays still go through the suns, and people don't, or through the clouds, and people don't think about that.
It was bad. It was super bad. And like whenever I was like growing up, my dad would always get pissed, like because my mom's complex that she lived in Denver had like a pool. Yeah. And so like in the summertime when I went up there, we'd just go swimming all the time.
Oh, for sure.
So it was cheap and free and like whatever. And
something for the fucking kids to do.
Yeah, and so we were there, and like all the time, my dad, like on the way there, he'd be like, "Make sure you put fucking sunscreen on." Sunscreen.
I like Simple cereal. Is that the brand?
Yeah.
Bitch. Oh my god.
Oh, what were the other things that we were going to say about things that we don't remember, or like that we can't believe?
What are the things that we don't remember that we were going to say and forgot about? I don't know. Like from last time? Or...
No, when we were in the mall and I was like, what are things that you found crazy that we did before COVID?
Oh yeah, what are things that we found crazy before we did COVID, like we couldn't believe? And I said concerts.
And I said drugs at concerts.
Or like concerts.
Hand in hand with like going to smoke with strangers and sharing a weed pipe or a joint or something.
Right, definitely. That shit's like a wild. And then never cleaning like a pipe as like a teenager. Yeah, absolutely not. That's how my sister got mono. The whole school, like that year, whoever smoked with them, but like a bunch of people got mono because they all were like at a party all sharing like the same bong and shit. Ooh. Yeah, that's a lot. So concerts, I said clothing stores because like you touch so much, you're trying on clothes, like nothing's getting like
people are
cleaned.
Wearing like try on swimsuits without like underwear.
I hated working in the girls department during summer because those like plastic things are meant to keep the clothes good, but yeah, if like one girl tries it on and another girl tries it on, the plastic is like touching this, and there would just be those stickers all over the mirror, and I'm like, that's gross.
It is gross.
I'm like, yeah, if you're trying it, like, and like, yeah, people, it's like teenage girls like, I'm gonna try on 30 different things and not buy anything, because like if I'm going into the fitting room, I'm putting it on because I've already carried it around for 10 minutes and I'm like, I want this, I just want to see it. And then it's like 9 times out of 10 it doesn't fit right, or it's like the wrong color and like different lighting.
Then you just switch it out and buy it.
Exactly. It's not like, oh, I'm just doing this for fun. Don't be a cunt.
No, don't
shit in my dressing rooms. Gross. People are.
Yeah. What do you think they used as toilet paper?
Clothes. Because one time, like, one of the recovery girls, like, picked up a huge load of clothes and there was a shit at the bottom. Like, because it was just a pile, because that's what people would do. And then she went, like...
shit in the pile?
Yeah, like, so she probably pooped and then put it all on top. But, like, the girl went to go grab it all.
She get it on her hand?
Yes. And because, like, usually you'd grab it and then throw it so you could fold it at your certain place. Stuff. And then like we had to take all of those off, and it was like over $1,000 because she just like, because we weren't gonna like pick and make sure. No, we just like threw the whole pile away. And it was a ton of money, and I was like, oh my god.
What made you realize that you would be great at dealing with the dirty parts of being a CNA?
Because I've like watched autopsies and stuff, and like gross stuff like that doesn't really like faze me. Mm-hmm. Like I would watch like medical shows like my sister. Did you ever in like middle school watch like that animation of like somebody getting a knee replacement and you would like help do it? So like
no, I didn't do clinicals in my
No, it was like a video game, like a flash game on like some website, and you could pick...
Operation? You guys were playing
fuck you. It was like this website. I'll have to ask my sister. But it's like this website, and I played it in like middle school or high school, and I don't know if it was from the school or it was just like some teenage thing. But like you could give somebody a knee replacement, and you would like have to like click and like bend their knee and then like cut the bone and like put in the socket. It was super cool, and you can like pull back the skin. It was a lot. But like I did that as a teenager, so clearly it didn't mind.
I was playing Bella Sarah as a teenager.
The fuck is Bella Sarah?
Where it's like the little horse, and then you log in and you like take care of your horse and you brush it and you
like Bella the like princess on Disney.
No, the game was called Bella Sarah, and then like you were like
Bella, and then like Sarah, like the name.
Yeah, like BELLASARA, Bella Sarah, and then
so you were a horse girl.
I wasn't a horse girl, but I was like, you know, maintaining a horse and like trimming their hooves and feeding them and getting them hay and giving them baths and like
no. I played Neopets, and then I played like Farmville on MySpace.
I literally went from like Bella Sarah to my yearbook, and so like
you did my yearbook.
It was a drastic change. I never had a MySpace, but I had my yearbook.
My yearbook became this dating site called Meet Me, and that's where I found Conrad, the like 30-year-old guy with the huge dick.
Destiny used to do like Meet Me stuff, and she used to get money from it. From like going live, doing non-sexual things. Interesting. Yeah. Back in the day, you could go live for anything and make money. My God. Yeah, yeah. Like seeing girls straightening their hair, giving themselves like raccoon dyes, and everyone's like, money. Yeah, yeah. What the heck? But no, what a weird life we used to live. I know. I knew the good old days. I knew that I was gonna have no problem being a CNA because at my last job we sorted through CNA laundry. Oh, true. So you were like already half in it. So it was like. And we did laundry for facilities that didn't have wipes to clean residents. It was washcloths. That's disgusting. So it was a ton of shitty washcloths, and we did like laundry for like a kid's halfway house. Mm-hmm. And so needles and shit. Not in theirs. We found needles in Vail Valley Medical. But we found like needles, and we had like have to have a Hep B and a Hep C shot to work there. Oh yeah, because if you get pricked, you're screwed. Yeah, and then we like I saw a fucking whole ass umbilical cord. Ugh. And there was communal boxers that had like that's disgusting poopy stains. And then, that's disgusting. Speaking of poopy stains, you want to know something really funny? So. Were you doing your laundry the other night? Is that what this story's going to? No. I hated growing up with sisters. I'm calling both of you out. They would have they'd be like spotting, or they would like their thongs would go up their asshole and they'd be like shatting. And they would always be soaking their shitty bloody underwear in the sink in our shared bathroom. Like that was okay. Oh my God, that is hilarious. No, so my mom had this like boyfriend when we were growing up, and his name was Dave, and she dated like a Dave and a David, but two completely different personalities. But the first one, he was like kind of with us throughout our childhood, or well, I guess mine, because my brother and sister are like significantly older than me, but right. So they were together for like an extended period of time, like got engaged and everything, and they would go over to his grandparents' house to like help them around the house and stuff because they were getting older and everything. Sweet. And they were like sweet people and everything, and my mom would like sometimes help them clean their house and whatever, it was this whole thing. But every time we would go, we would like show up and their clothes would be on the line, and they had like big old whitey tighties and granny panties, and there was just like skid marks all in them. Just stained permanently brown. And they brought... Did they not buy bleach? Because bleach would kill that shit. They probably should have been wearing briefs now that I'm looking back, but they probably were not there yet in like accepting that part of themselves.
Right.
And then one time we were there and my mom and I went into the
Just this story is so captivating.
My mom and I went into the bathroom, and she, like, I was going to the bathroom and she was washing her cheek in the sink, like her face cheek, not her butt cheek.
I was like, why is she washing her face cheek in the sink?
She's washing her face cheek in the sink, and I was like, what are you doing? And she was like, oh, his grandpa kissed me on the cheek and it smelled like sour milk.
Ew! That's when you should be, like, brushing their teeth, giving them mouthwash. Like, that's vile.
How much? Oh, that is so fucking funny. I think it's hilarious.
That's disgusting. And she was just, like, Dove soap.
She was like...
Oh my god.
How much would somebody have to pay you to get kissed on the cheek by a resident?
At least $500.
I could probably settle for $2.
Minimum.
If I got to pick who.
Oh, for sure. If I could pick who, I would do like $250.
Oh, yeah.
Because I would do like... So yeah, I deleted all my social... Or not social medias. I could never...
Off the grid.
Off the grid. I hate when people do that.
I'm
when
going
they're
off
like,
the grid
they're
for a
like, if
little.
you need my phone number, add me. I'm deleting all my socials. For what? A week? Usually.
Yeah.
It's usually like a week and a half.
I said that on Facebook, and then I never went back.
Because Facebook is something I could get rid of. Because, like, I barely click on it. The only time I click on it is when I get a notification. Because, like, scrolling through it isn't even satisfying for, like, the memes or anything. Like, the really only time I look at it is to, like, check notifications. And then it's memories every day.
Speaking of...
And that's it. And then Messenger. But you can't have Messenger without Facebook.
Speaking of the other day, my boyfriend and I, we were on our way to Hacienda, and he, like, got a Facebook message from his grandpa, and, like, the only friend he had was Kevin, and it was, like, he sent him a message, and it was, like, hey, have you heard of this organization that gives, like, employed and unemployed people money so that you can put down payments on houses? And
So he got hacked.
Yeah. And
my parents always get hacked, and
Kevin,
it's so annoying. It's
Kevin,
like, stop clicking on shit.
Yeah, Kevin was like, I think my grandpa's Facebook got hacked. And I was like, oh, geez. And he was, like, reading me these messages, and it was so funny. And then he was, like, entertaining it. And Kevin was like...
That's how he got hacked. He probably got hacked after that.
Yeah, no, he didn't click on it.
Oh, okay.
No, because the robot sent him a link. But anyway, Kevin was like, he goes... Well, he did mention his high blood pressure, and I think he is having high blood pressure, so it could be him, and I'm like, I don't know, entertain it for a minute. And then, like, a couple hours went by, and he had left him on red, because he was just, like, getting that hack vibe from him, and his mom, like, messaged him, was like, hey, your grandpa's Facebook got hacked, so don't interact with the Facebook page.
Old people, like, and the fact that, like, maybe not, like, grandparents now, but, like, parents at this age grew up in the time where, like, pop-ups and shit were very prominent on computers. So it's like, why are you doing
Hot singles in your area.
It's like, why are you clicking on shit? Like, it's not that smart. Like, that Prince of Nigeria is not giving you money, mom.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god. But I deleted all my dating sites the other day at work because, like, I clicked through them. I realized that I hadn't gotten, like, there was, like, no activity on any of them. And, like, not in a conceited way, but I was, like, looking through my profiles, and I was like, these are, like, good pictures of me. Rather, I'm just, like, genuinely fucking ugly.
You're not. My mom says you're a good-looking guy.
Oh, my God, Mom. Diane?
Oh
Linda.
I'm like, oh, my God, Diane.
Linda, listen. Thank you, Linda. But I was, like, looking at my profile, like, not in a conceited way, but I was like, I think I'm attracted in these, and I think, like, I was, like, I'm not getting activity, and I was like, there's got to be, like, a reason. I was like, maybe it's, like, my confidence and, like, how I chat with people, or, like, just, like, maybe, like, just my, like, person, because, like, I believe in, like, Because, like, that's what you're going off of when you're, like, messaging people on Tinder is, like, instant vibes and, like, energies and stuff. So, like, maybe it's just not there right now in the time. So I was like, whatever. And I, like, clicked through and it had been, like, weeks since any interaction with, like, anybody on those sites. So I was like, fuck it.
And then the interactions that you have, were they, like, good interactions? Or was
no,
it just
they were, like,
mediocre?
Yeah, like, I think I have, like, 2 people I'm, like, chit-chatting with, basically, literally just chit-chatting with. But, like, all the other ones are just, like, small conversations and then, like, getting left on read and stuff.
Yeah.
So I deleted Grindr, Hinge, and Tinder, and I have Facebook dating, but I don't know how to disable that. So I was
Good
like,
for you.
fuck it, whatever. Because I was like, whatever, I'll focus on myself. Like, I don't think I need somebody right now. And clearly it's not happening, so why put the, like, mental energy into, like, doing it? Because I know I'd, like, flip through Tinder all the time, but then I'm like, it's not really doing anything for me.
Yeah, it's just a, like, mindless
Exactly.
scrolling,
So I was just like, let's get rid of it. Tinder and all that stuff is stupid anyways right now. And, like, a lot of people, even though COVID's, like, dying down, a lot of people are still being weird about it in a way. Like, they're like, oh, I don't want to, like, meet up. Like, COVID, like, are you getting the vaccine? And it's like I get it, but it's also like, are you going to the store? You're hanging out with your friends. It's just a lot. So I was like, fuck it. I'll focus on myself. I'll do.
After motorcycle flannel, I freaking got rid of all of them. And I was like, I'm never, ever downloading them again. And I haven't.
Yeah, good.
And I will never do it again.
Right,
because it's just trash.
Yeah, and they're always making, like, they made Clover. And they made Hinge was new. And then there's, like, another new one. And it's like...
I hate it when I get fucking on Tinder. They give you, like, Bumble ads.
Yeah.
And I'm like... I do not interested every time, and it won't let you fucking block the page.
Yeah.
And I fucking hate that.
It's so
because they do Tinder and Bumble on there.
Yeah, because they probably are owned by the same, like, company. If not, Tinder doesn't own Bumble.
Or they just have stock in it.
Yeah. And it's just annoying. Like, I think dating sites are, like... They're helpful, but, like, it's hard, especially in, like, the gay community, just because a lot of people are very, like... shallow. Like, they look at, like, how big your dick is, how pretty you are, like, if you're not, like, abs and, like, a six-pack, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
And if you're not a like, straight passing, like, if you're not a masculine white guy with a big dick and abs, you're not hot in the gay community. And I was telling that to a coworker the other day, and he was like, why? And I was like, coworker about it, and he was just really curious, and I was just like, yeah, it's just, like, internalized homophobia that, like, there's some people that like the femboys or, like, the bears and, like, leather, the twinks and stuff. Like, twinks, otters, bears and shit are all fucking animals. So twinks are basically skinny white boys. But so twinks are skinny boys, like, no abs, but, like, thin, like, skinny, tiny boys. Otters are like them, like twinks. Like, otters are skinny plus, like, they could be a little cushy, they can be a little gooey, or a little muscular, but usually otters are hairy. So hairy, skinny, normal people, sure. And then, like, bears are, like, big, like, motorcycle, hairy,
burly men.
Burly, rather, like, chubby, like, beer belly, or, like, muscly, but usually hairy.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
And then it goes into, like, muscle twinks and, like, muscle bears and shit. But yeah, it's just, like, the internalized homophobia of not liking feminine boys.
And then, like, straight men are like, want girl, not fat.
Literally.
Me hungry for pussy.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, and, like, even in straight communities or whatever, like, if you look at, like, covers of, like, magazines, they're, like, white women, like, Scandinavian, like, English looking, like, that certain look.
Big titties, fat ass.
Exactly. But that's still, like, a little faux pas, but it's getting better in, like, Cosmopolitan and, like, Vogue and stuff.
Like, Sir Mix-a-Lot wrote the song.
True.
With a brown thing in your face, you get sprung.
But yeah, and it's just, I don't know, it's just the gay community is very toxic.
Sounds like it.
Yeah.
Where do you think would be a good place for, like, to meet gay men in person?
In person?
Because, like, Colorado's not the place.
Oh, no. Colorado has been rated one of the top worst places to date. And then Denver's almost at the top of the list.
Ew.
Like, it's like, I think it was like Colorado and like Alabama and shit. Like a lot of southern. But then it's like
California
Colorado.
would probably be good.
Yeah, I was thinking like if like.
Or maybe Oregon.
Oregon, California, like New York.
Washington, maybe.
Washington.
Massachusetts?
I don't know. They might be a little religious there.
I don't know.
But definitely like New York, California, Oregon, Washington State, like those kind of places. Like where there's close to like good nightlife. Like. Right. Like even though
I think like California, Oregon, and New York would be like my first guesses.
Yeah, because like it's kind of an assimilation, but like if there's a big drag queen presence, it's because there's a big gay community, and even though like certain members of the LGBT don't like drag queens because it's like women's blah, you know, the toxic
mafia.
Yeah, but like a lot of like straight passing like masculine gays don't like drag because it's like women and it's like feminine, they want to be like straight acting or whatever. But if there's a lot of drag queens or there's a lot of like drag shows or whatever, there's a big gay community because there's gays to go to it, and then there's the femme gays or the gays that like drag, and then there's the other side of it where there's the masculine gays but they're still in the same community. So like I would say like New York, because there's a huge New York, Chicago, LA, like San Francisco.
I was gonna ask about Chicago.
There's a huge Chicago's one of the biggest black drag queen cities.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, there's a like running.
Chicago's where Shameless takes place, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, that's what we thought.
Outside of Chicago, but there's a drag queen show in Chicago run out. It's called Black Girl Magic, and it's amazing. Never been, but I've seen like the performances.
You should go to one.
I know, I really want to. I used to go all the way up to Denver for like the bigger ones from like Drag Race or whatever. But like they're really fun because it's fun. There's like usually it's like a drag show. They like sing, they do music, tipping, blah blah blah. They like get the crowd going, and then it's just the nightlife like afterwards, and it's always fun because it's go up to Trax and Charlie's and
I've heard of Trax
X Bar
before.
And stuff. Yeah, it's like Trax, Charlie's, X Bar, Scruff, and it's like a leather daddy. My friend Connor's always like, you should go there to find your fucking sugar daddy. I was like, I fucking might.
Yeah, you should.
It'd be funny. It's like a leather daddy kind of bar, but like
just go on Seeking Arrangements.
I'm okay.
You're okay.
I'm okay.
You want to go?
Hey, so much.
What was the context in that? Oh, View House. We were leaving Vapor Source.
And you were like, you want to go to View House? And I was like, you want to go? You want to go outside? You want to go potty?
You want to go potty?
Did you go potty?
The other day I was over at Sarah's house, and so they got a new dog. They have like, I think it's a German Shepherd. If I only saw one, so I think it might be a German Shepherd. But Logan was like, you want to go outside? And I thought that he was talking to Sarah's son.
You want to go outside?
Yeah, I was like, I thought he was going to be like, you want to go? Oh, maybe he said you want to go potty. I think that's what he said. You want to go potty?
You want to go potty, Silas?
Yeah, Silas. And her kids are so fucking cute, dude. Her daughter is so fucking cute. Oh my god, she's so cute. She's like a little bald, and she's so tiny. Even though she's like a couple months older than Emma, she's like so cute. And she's like, I don't know, you know, like when kids are so tiny and they start walking and then you're just like, ugh. You know what I mean? It's like, like it freaks you out because there's like a tiny little human. Being, like... Yeah. It's so cute though.
That's adorable.
Yeah, her kids are really cute. But anyway, I thought he was saying that to Silas.
And you were like,
you want to go potty? I was like, oh my god, I thought you were talking to... I thought you
were talking to the child.
Yeah, because like I'm not used to them having a dog around. Yeah. I don't even remember that dog's name.
Probably something stupid. Like Thor.
No, it's a girl's name. It's a girl. I want to say it's like Maddie or...
Sadie?
No, Sadie's my dead mom's dog's name.
So nobody else could have it?
Yeah, exactly. Except for the person we work with.
Yeah.
It sucks that you like have like such a struggle with the dating life in Colorado, but it's not just you. I had a struggle too.
True, and I feel like it was definitely like, and with the gay community, like especially my age type, like young 20s to 30s, like the gay community at this point is like it's hookup culture. Like the gay community is hookup culture, and since like Grindr, Tinder, Hinge is like getting off of it, but not really, and neither is Tinder. But Grindr is like specifically for like hooking up. That's why it tells you how many fucking feet somebody's away.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So like you're trying to like do the opposite of what the app's meant for, so it's not really working. And since I'm like, oh, I want to like date around, and people are like, you looking? You want to come over? I'm hosting tonight. And it's like,
what does that mean again?
Looking is like looking for sex. So like people's profile would be like, it would be like an up arrow, eyes, and then like water. So it's like top looking for, and maybe it would be a down arrow for bottom, or it's like top look, or it would be like arrow up, eyes, peach. So like looking for bottom or to fuck, or it'd be like up, eyes, 3. So it's like top top looking for threesome and stuff.
Oh, okay.
So it's this whole language.
Wow.
But like, yeah, looking's like looking for sex. Hosting is like you want somebody to come to your place. Travel, like can travel is like you'd go to somebody else's place. It's a whole lot.
That's a lot.
Yeah, but it's just hookup culture.
How did you learn all that lingo?
It's very self-explanatory.
You were born with it.
I was born that way, baby.
Baby, I was born this way.
But like, I mean, Up Arrow.
Did you listen to that song a lot when you first came out?
No. I was never like a Lady Gaga. Like, I am a Lady Gaga. Like, she is queen because Beyonce is not queen and neither is Madonna.
I don't like Beyonce.
I love Madonna, love Beyonce, but Lady Gaga is queen. But I was never like, born this way, I'm in the right track, baby.
I was born this way.
No, I was never like that gay. No.
What kind of gay were you in high school? Like music-wise?
I was like flip-flopping. Like if I could pull up like pictures as like a slideshow, I was like, cause like my like mom was dressing in, I had like older sisters, and I was like hanging around boys like freshman and sophomore year, so I was like dressing like whatever they wore. But then like I tried to go like for the fancy way, so I'd be wearing like a white shirt and like a sweater one year, but then like senior year I just started dressing like basically what I do now, just like less fashionable. But like music, I was definitely like punk, like rock, like pop and stuff, like nothing crazy, like Secondhand Serenade.
Oh, the best thing that
exactly we're not fighting. I was listening to that song on repeat at work the other day because it just would not get out of my head.
Because you were crying.
So basically, so like that kind of vibe. I've always been an emotional child. But like Secondhand Serenade, like 303, like Good Charlotte. Oh, Good Charlotte. Like Black Veil Bride's a touch of screamo, touch of like rock and stuff, but mostly like punk, alternative, like pop and stuff. But I was never like into like if I went to high school now, I wouldn't be into like Lady Gaga, Chromatica, or like Katy Perry, like I Kissed a Girl. Like that just wasn't like my thing. I screenshotted
this to talk about it on the podcast. This girl that I follow, she said, I got in the car this morning and the radio said Katy Perry is obsessed with brushing her teeth. She said to brush her teeth 6 to 10 times a day, and it's been weighing heavy on my mind all day. And she said, what is she preparing for? What does she know that we don't? What is she doing with her mouth to justify this? Can she be rehabilitated?
Honestly, 6 to 10 times a day.
First of all, after I got my cavities filled, I was like freaked out about it, right? I mean, you went with me.
You were brushing your teeth after every meal.
I was brushing my teeth 3 times a day.
Yeah.
And anyway, that created little like
because it's too much
lesions in my gums.
Yeah, because you're hurt. Like, because if you're brushing like too hard, yeah, you like have
and I do hard bristle
receding and stuff. But like, yeah, they want you to brush your teeth like twice a day. Like that's
on the toothpaste tube it says twice a day.
Yeah,
whereas on a doctor recommended schedule.
Yeah, because if you do it too much for like a normal like healthy person or whatever, you can like scratch your teeth or like recede your gums because it's too much.
Yeah, so I actually looked into it because like when I had because it was just on my canine teeth.
Mine are like
because like you know your gums stick out. Yeah.
Mine on this canine is really high.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, because I'm right-handed, so I'm always brushing this side more.
Me too. Mine was on my right side as well.
Yeah.
And so, so anyway, it's just like on those 2 teeth, because your gums stick out more on those teeth, you know? And so it's just on that one I was looking up, I was Googling, and I was like, oh my God, what happens if you brush your teeth too much? And it showed, I went to Images, which you should never do. I went to Images and like people, so like mostly it was bottom teeth, but like their teeth will like go clear down to there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It goes far.
Like those little spots on my my teeth from my little lip ring.
From your piercing, yeah.
I'm so glad I took that out.
But yeah, I've never been like a gay. Like people,
Have
even
you ever
though like
wanted to wear a dress?
No, I've always wanted to be more like androgynous dressing.
Oh, okay.
Like maybe like a romper or like a caftan. When I'm 60, I'm wearing caftans.
What's that?
It's like it's a poncho. But it's
okay.
like long and it's usually got like a stitch, so it has a sleeve.
Oh,
but it's like long, like do you know what a dashiki is? Like the African dresses or like African.
Oh yeah.
Where it's like super long. It's almost like a dashiki, but it's not patterned. Well, It is patterned, but it's like white people patterns. Because Sam Smith said it in an interview like 30 years ago. In like 30 years, he's gonna be caftans, big sunglasses. He'll never leave the house. People will come back and he'll be flipping through photo books. Yeah. That's gonna be me. I want to wear caftans. But
do you wear clothes underneath or no?
No.
Oh, okay.
Naked.
Dope.
Butt naked or like granny panties. But like I've never wanted to like wear like because like I used to like do makeup every once in a while or whatever. But then like I was like that's not really my thing. But I would do like a Manny MUA sometimes, or like how the fact that TikTok's given like men like more like the brown eyeliner and like some like red and stuff. Like I would do that kind of stuff. like every once in a while, but like it's just too much effort, I think, because I'm very lazy.
I think you should wear eyeliner.
Yeah, I've seen some really good eyeliner looks, like brown eyeliner, just like simple, just to like make it a little more dramatic. But I've never been like super into like the femboy like clothing or like makeup and like highlighter
like leaning
and shit.
More towards the feminine side.
Yeah, like
really quickly. Yeah. I'm looking at my Snapchat memories. Look at my dog a year ago. She's just sitting there forever. It's like 2 whole snaps of her just sitting there
staring at the wall. She's like, I have to shit. Let me out.
No, she gets this weird barky noise whenever she has to shit.
Oh, weird. And I used to do, like, my sister would, like, put me in makeup every once in a while, or I would, like, want to or whatever and think about it. But then, like, I was like, oh, it's not really me. I don't feel like it anymore. It just, like, it pushed too much towards, like, feminine and then, like, more or less towards androgyny. So I always wanted to do, like, more androgynous, but I just don't have, like,
Jeffree Star claims he's androgynous, but he dresses way more like a girl than he does.
Yeah.
Like a man.
Yeah, because if he, like, toned it down a bit, like, went halfway, he would be more androgynous. Like his face without makeup and like him is very androgynous. Yes. But with the makeup and then like most of the clothes and the nails, it pushes towards
feminine.
Like a woman's side, yeah. But like Ruby Rose.
She's beautiful.
Oh my god. Or Lupita Nyong'o. I'll look her up. She's not really androgynous, like, per se, but she has, like, short hair. She's, like, a well-known, like, black actress, Lupita Nyong'o. But just her face, like, she's gorgeous, but she definitely gives me, like, androgyny vibes.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah.
She's beautiful.
Gorgeous. Like, gorgeous.
Yeah, she is.
And just like that. Like, I like that androgyny look, but I don't think I could pull it off because of, like, my bone structure and, like, how I like to dress. But I would like that. I like that kind of, like, touchy thing.
I was going to ask you something about...
Like New York wear versus LA wear.
Oh,
like fashion. I would definitely
we were talking about in the BHS kitchen. You can, like, tell binging with Babish is in New York.
Yeah, like, I would want to do, like...
and Rosanna Pansino is in California.
Exactly. Oh, my God.
I showed...
Do the intro.
to Nerdy Nummies?
No, the girl where she's like, hang on. Like, she has the thick, like, accent at the beginning, and then she goes normal. Isn't that her?
No. That is, that's, like Italian music, and then she goes, "Hi guys, I'm Laura Vitale, and in today's episode of Laura in the Kitchen, so
we're gonna be making chicken parmesan. And she goes super normal.
Yeah,
but I would definitely want to be like
Pansino
a gay.
Is the Nerdy Nummies girl that has like fucking 20-some million subscribers, and all of them are children because she's making like Paw Patrol cakes. And,
I know who you're talking about.
Minecraft stuff, and she goes, "Hey guys, welcome back to Nerdy Nummies."
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, she's.
But I would definitely want to be like a gay
35.
fashion in New York.
Yeah, that'd
be
awesome.
my aesthetic.
That would be awesome. You're definitely more of an. I don't know. You could go either New York or California.
I think so too.
Because like your personality is California, but your fashion and stuff would be New York for sure.
Thank you.
What's somewhere in between that's like a mix of both? Oregon, Washington.
Maybe. But that's more like hipster, I get. Like that vibes. More New York vibe.
You could fit there too.
Oh my god, I'd love to be.
Oh my god, you're so versatile.
Oh my god.
What a Gemini. What does she say? And I'm going to look up the lyrics really quick.
Every time that song, is it Doja Cat? I keep a Gemini.
Juicy.
Yeah, Juicy. All I think about is just like, I'm a Gemini.
Mm-hmm. I've figured out that Gemini is like my favorite sign to get along with.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, like Eva at work is a Gemini. I'm a
love
Gemini.
Her.
Yeah.
I love her.
Right. That's why you get along so well with Jeff, because he was born 2 days before you.
I know. Okay. Oh, she says can't trust a big butt and a Gemini. I.
Yeah, you can't.
Because she says, how long it take to pull my pants up? Broke a fingernail and then some. Trying to squeeze in too much religion.
Can't trust a Gemini. I.
Oh, okay, so it's sell it big, don't want to sell you light. Don't buy it, where's the cellulite?
Oh, I thought you said cellulite twice.
Me too.
But like
said the body unbelievable. Can't trust a big butt and a Gemini. I. Yeah, that's cute. I like that song.
Right.
Streets is fire.
Oh my god, yeah. Speaking of meeting the parents, how are you going to be when you meet your boyfriend's parents? Because we've talked earlier about how his sister like fucking hates you and thinks you're a meth addict.
Yeah.
But we haven't updated the podcast about the most recent thing, about like the couple of days ago where like she told the parents and they're like, be careful. So you update them.
Yeah. So like back in a couple episodes ago, we were talking about how like every one of my boyfriend's sisters hates me. It's whatever. Anyways, so because of the people that I used to hang out with when I was growing up, the people that I used to hang out with were drug addicts. And so now everybody thinks I was a drug addict. And like all
like hardcore drugs too.
Yeah, but like the worst things I've done was like Xanax and Klonopin and like some Adderall, but I did Adderall like a handful of times.
Right. I mean, who doesn't do Adderall
and
nowadays?
then I did like my main drugs of choice were like weed and psychedelics.
Right.
So like whatever. But I haven't done drugs since like 2017.
Right.
So that's been a while. And so anyway, people still think that I am that person that I was. And so his sister thinks that. And yeah, so anyway, she ended up telling his parents that and they believe her over him.
Of course.
And so now it's like, I don't know. I kind of told him that, like, I was like, please, like, talk to your parents and, like,
I don't want them to hate me.
Right.
Like, well, defend my name.
Yeah, like, I don't want to go meet somebody that has preconceived notions of who I am without meeting me.
Exactly. And for the fact that they're building all of this on a lie about this sister telling them lies.
Like,
so it's like, and it's also your boyfriend's, like, not duty, but, like, it's his duty to be like, no, she's telling you lies. Like, I know my girlfriend. Like, hey.
Right. I swear to God, there's no reason to lie. Especially if I haven't done drugs since 2017. If I did meth way back when, I would fucking tell you.
Exactly.
I would tell you.
Yeah.
I would tell you about the good old meth days.
Honestly. And it's just like, yeah, and it's like you don't want the parents to have like a bad mind, and then when you meet them, they're going to be all sideways, and they're going to be like not influencing.
Or just like analyzing my every move and stuff.
Yeah.
And his sister had brought up a single incident where me and one of my other friends that has had a history of drug use, she's clean now, which it doesn't fucking matter. But anyway, she had a history of drug use, and I guess she was doing meth at the time. I really honestly had no idea.
Right.
Like, legit, I had no idea. I knew that she was, like, doing some cocaine. But, like, whatever. Like, cocaine's a party drug. People do it when they party.
Exactly.
So, whatever. So, I knew that she was, like, doing some cocaine, and I know that she did, like, Molly at a rave. But, like, what else do you do at a rave besides Molly?
Exactly.
So, anyway, I knew that she had, like, done those, and I knew that she smoked weed. So, I was like, whatever, but I didn't know that she was doing meth. And even if she did, it's like that she didn't ever even the drugs that she was doing, she never did around me, because she know that I wasn't, like, I don't want to be around that kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. And so we were in Lyman, but me and her, and we had stopped at a restaurant there to have, like, cheese sticks. And his sister was working, and we had, like, talked to her and stuff. And his sister was, like, telling him, he was like, yeah, she was twacked out as fuck. And I'm like...
Years ago telling this story.
No, like this was, like, a year ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this was, like, a year ago, literally, like, almost to the day. But anyway, yeah, no, it's just, like, I think that people think that I'm, like... have tweaker-like tendencies because my mini strokes.
Yeah.
Also because I act like a fucking freak. I act like a weirdo all the time, and I don't care. Like, even when I was on drugs, I acted the same as, like, what I do now.
Right. Just because it's your personality, so it's amplified doing drugs.
Yeah, so it's just my personality to just be, like, quirky and weird and, like, say things that people aren't used to hearing and stuff. And so that's part of it. And then the other part of it is just, like, when I get with a friend, then I act even weirder.
Because you're comfortable, like, you're both fucking acting
and we're,
stupid.
Like, making each other laugh, and we're doing funny things. So I think that's probably part of it, along with the people that I used to hang out with.
Right.
So I think those two things combined is, like, people just have these preconceived notions of me. Plus, like, the way Eastern Colorado runs is, like,
drugs.
They have a ton of drugs out there, but, like, if you were to show up there and make friends with somebody, and then, like, they ended up not liking you, or you ended up not working out, just because that person doesn't like you, they're gonna go be like, oh yeah, and I saw him fucking shoot up with heroin. Oh, by the way, you know he's gay? Yeah, he's got AIDS.
Or if you move there and your friends are, like, into drugs, even though you don't do it, you get that connotation about you. But the fact that the sister was, like, telling the family lies instead of being, like, going towards your boyfriend, because, like, if my sister, Like, if, say, my sister dated somebody from high school and I knew they used to do drugs, I would talk to my sister about it and be like, hey, Rachel, like, does he still do drugs? Is he still, like, I don't want you around that. And if she was like, no, 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 and then, like, I observed their relationship or whatever, and, like, then trusting her saying no and then seeing that clearly he's not on drugs, I wouldn't be like, oh, he's still on drugs. Right. Or I wouldn't go straight to my parents and be like, oh, she's dating a drug addict. He used to do drugs in high school. Bad-mouthing her. Yeah. Like, it doesn't make sense why the sister went straight to the parents and didn't ask your boyfriend about it. Like, why are you, like, trying to make this whole bad idea and, like, ruin a relationship over...
Well, it's just, like, she knows of me. She doesn't know me.
Exactly.
And I feel like that's where people go wrong a lot of the times in judging people's character, is because you've heard all these things, but, like...
How can you trust any of them?
Have you ever sat down with me and had a conversation with me?
Right, exactly.
Probably not.
Exactly.
I retweeted this thing on Twitter the other day that I'm looking for that that made me think of that whole situation. And, okay, this one. It says, if you talk shit about me, honestly, good for you. Get that projection out.
Honestly.
I mean... Mm-hmm. And, anyway, I just thought that was funny because a lot of the times when people badmouth other people, it's usually how they feel about themselves.
Exactly, and it's like rumors and like bullshit.
Yeah. I've only met my... Well, just like Eastern Colorado's so toxic. I'm not saying everybody out there is toxic like that, because like the girl that's going to do my hair, my dad dated her mom for a shorter period of time, and she was awesome. Right. And like, love her, and her boyfriend... that she's been with for like years. We went to preschool all the way to senior year together, and he was one of the only people that never hurt my feelings or anything. We were really good friends. Loved them. And then there's like adults out there that aren't bad people. Exactly. And so like whatever. But it's just that like teenagers have nothing to do in general, and then when they are in like a country setting, they have even more nothing to do. So like. Besides the fact that his sister's like 28. Yeah, so it's just, it happens. I've only met one parents of a relationship because I was in one relationship and it went great. They loved me. We talked about this in the last podcast. Parents always love me. Parents are okay. But it is a very stressful situation. Sisters fucking hate me, apparently. Right? Siblings, fuck that. Come in for their brother. For no reason. For no reason. He's clearly happy, so fuck off. And he was like... We were talking about it, and he was like, yeah, like, don't care, like, don't care about it so much, because, like, I like you, like, you know, I'm in a relationship with you, I'm happy, I know you don't do drugs, I know, like, well, I know you don't do, like, drugs anymore, and I know the drugs that you did do when you were doing drugs, so he was like, you've been open and honest with me this entire time, I have, like, no reason to believe otherwise. I was like, thank you for that, love that. But at the same time, go tell them that. Yeah, exactly. Because it's like, I don't give a fuck about your family because it's our relationship. But on the other half, you're like, I don't want his family to hate me since he's still close to his family. And, like, the thing about it is, like, my sister and Mesa work with him at the prison. So they could be like, oh, yeah, he's lazy as fuck, right? Even though he's not. Exactly. They could say that. And I'm going to know that that's not true. Exactly. Because I'm with him. And then they're not going to go to my parents. They're not going to go to my mom and be like, oh, by the way, Joslyn's boyfriend's lazy as fuck. Right, like, they're not going to say that. Exactly. It's just slander. It is. It's just bullshit. It's just slander completely. It honestly, like, to be really real with you, it hurts my feelings because I've done so much character development over the years, and I've just changed so much about myself and the way that I approach situations and the way that I react to situations and how I control my emotions and stuff. And so it's really frustrating for people to put me in this box that I'm no longer in. Right. Acting like it. Yeah, and that's really frustrating because I've distanced myself from the people I used to hang out with, and I've got a whole new group of friends. Exactly. So it's like, why are you trying to put me back in the box that I've like clearly outgrown? Exactly. Like I haven't been that person for years. Like the last time I did drugs was like the beginning of, or maybe the end of 2016. Right. And then I didn't do drugs for an entire year. Right. And then the last time, besides weed, and then the last time I smoked weed was 2017. Yeah, but it's also Colorado, and it's like, it's just bullshit. It is. It's creating really, this false narrative for like basically no reason because she has no life. Well, I don't know if it's necessarily that or if it's just like people love to hate. Right. I don't know. People love to hate. She just doesn't want to see her brother happy. I don't mean like haters are my motivators type hate. I mean like people just like, a lot of people just have hate in their heart.
Yeah, and they're just trying to like project it somewhere instead of figuring out what's actually causing them to be an
I'll
asshole.
literally tell you right now, the last day that I quit smoking weed, I have it on the books right now.
I have no idea the last day. I know who the last people I did, like, actually. I know the people I actually did smoke, but I have no idea when. It was when I was serving, so it was at least 2.5 years ago. It just made me so nauseous. It was just so gross.
All right, the last day, oh my God.
Is it today?
No, it was January 1st, 2018. So not 2017, 2018. So.
Yeah, that was forever ago.
Yeah. So 2 years ago. 2
whole years.
2 literal whole years ago.
And then even longer since you did like drugs.
Drugs, yeah.
That she's trying to pull you for.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't know.
And even when I did do drugs, like the closest I ever got to meth was dating a guy that was on it. And, you know, people are like, oh, they're dating. They probably did it together. No.
No,
I didn't.
You can date people who smoke cigarettes and not smoke.
Exactly.
It's a little different, but basically the same. It's like,
yeah.
Just because you're dating somebody doesn't mean you're doing the same exact shit.
Like, 3P Suit didn't drink alcohol and I did.
Yeah, so it's like, you're not assuming he's...
Like, I cut back significantly, but I didn't do
exactly.
it. But, like, so I dated a guy or, like, saw a guy or was fucking a guy that was doing it. Still didn't do it. And then, I, like, would take another friend that I had at the time. She was, like, years older than me. I would, like, take her to go get meth, but I got 1, free gas out of it, 2, free food, and 3, free weed.
Right, exactly.
And even the meth heads that I was friends with, I still didn't do any other drugs with them besides smoke weed.
Because that's not what you did.
Put me on a lie detector, bitch. Like, straight up. I'll go take it. I'll fucking hire the guy that's on all those YouTube videos.
Oh my God. I don't trust lie detectors because, like, some people are like, next question. Yeah, people freak out when they lie or whatever, but some people, like, are so calm with it because it's measuring, like, sweat, breathing, heart rate, and stuff. So if you just lie, if you're a good liar, you're gonna pass. Yeah. It's just that people, like, and I mean, like, for criminals, I don't even think they still do it. But, like, you're gonna go to jail if you lie. So it, like, freaks people out. And then they'll probably, like, their heart rate will increase or whatever. Yeah. But, like, I just don't trust it. Because it's, like, when, like, it was, like, James and Noah. They were like, have you find James sexually attractive? And he's like, no. And then it's like, he's lying. And it's like he was laughing. Like, or he finds him attractive. Like, whatever.
When James Charles isn't an ugly dude. He's just a controversial dude.
Literally.
Days off mean long workouts.
It's your sister.
Oh no, I was gonna show you. I don't know if it's on there anymore.
It timed out?
Oh no, it's gone. But anyway, she posted a picture of her driving to work and the roads were completely clear and she was like, no snow for miles. Oh, Colorado.
Oh my God. As she lives so far east, like, of course there's no snow.
She doesn't live that far. She lives across the street from me, bitch.
Oh. Then where was she taking a picture from?
She was driving to work.
Oh, so it was, like, out there. Bitch,
yeah.
Bye.
She drives to Lyman 5 days a week.
Snow.
You know that, right?
Yeah. No snow, Colorado.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Fucking.
I thought that was so funny.
Ugh. Memories from today. Wow.
What are your memories from today?
I shared a thing from the Metropolitan Museum of Art about preserving old fashions, like these they're hummingbird head earrings from the 1865, like literal hummingbird heads preserved as earrings, and they're gorgeous. This game Skyrim, and then on January 27, 2011, today, I said we can run around naked in Naked's capital. And nobody liked it. And then in 2011 today, grenade whistle with 1 billion exclamation points.
No likes.
I have no idea what that's about. No likes on either of them. Who was I in 2011? I was a sophomore. 11, 12. No, I was a freshman. 11, 12, 13, 14. My God, what was I doing? Cringy. How weird.
If you could go back and, like...
Never.
No. I mean, like, if you could change one thing about your past, what would it be? Like, one single decision.
One single decision? My God. Okay.
I know mine.
First thing that popped in my head, it was like sophomore, freshman year. I wore the same shirt I slept in to school because I was so tired. And, like, I showered the night before. I would change that decision because I remember that to this day. It was an.
I would.
It was no. Let me finish. It was a black Obey shirt before, like in 2012, 11, and it was this. It had a huge X across it, and then it said OBEY, and it was terrible. And I wore it to bed. I woke up. I like got ready and like left, and I remember walking down the main hall of Vista Ridge, and I was like, "Oh my God." I would change that.
I would have switched schools my freshman year instead of my senior year.
Oh, because
Lyman was just so toxic.
Oh,
Flagler was toxic too, but like significantly less toxic, and the work was easier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good thing.
I was a lot happier in Flagler than I was in Lyman, and I would have switched schools.
You would have never met your boyfriend, or did you meet him at
Flagler?
I
met him in Flagler.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You would have met him sooner.
I know.
Cute.
But he had a girlfriend in high school that, like, they were together for, like, 4 years or something.
Gross. Yeah, I would change that. That was the first thing that came to mind, is that shirt. I can't think of anything else.
I really wish we could have gotten Auntie Anne's pretzels.
I know. What kind of mall doesn't have Auntie Anne's pretzels? They had Pretzel Maker, and they were closed.
Like, Midwestern malls are just all going out of business. How much longer do you think before everything's closed in
the mall?
In an actual mall?
I would.
The only mall that's going to be left in all of Colorado is the Park Meadows Mall.
Oh, for sure. Because at a certain point, even if like not all of them are closing down, enough will close down that like the rest will have to shut down.
Yeah.
And I would say like it's ticking. Time's a ticking. Yeah. I would say within the next like 2 years.
Because the Chapel Hills Mall is
barren.
Dead.
Barren. And Citadel's bad too.
Citadel had more people in it.
Because it's more of like a like because of the neighborhood, it's like a location to hang out at. But like Chapel Hills, it's not really like a place
it's
to
like
hang
pretty
out
far
with.
up there, but
yeah.
Because Chapel Hills, the most people I've seen is like 4.
Literally.
Like you and me walking in there.
Like a dozen people in the place.
4.
Yeah. Like never busy at all.
Even in the food court, there's like nobody.
Oh yeah. So I would say within the next couple of years for sure.
Like 2025. Sure.
Yeah. Because like there's going to be like it's going to be everywhere, like all the small shops are going to close, and then it's just going to be the food court, like Hollister, H&M, Victoria's Secret, and like the Gap. And then it's going to close. Yeah. And then it's going to be like we're not making any business.
Yeah.
They're going to shut all the like flagship stores, and then like rather they're going to pump up like the Castle Rock outlets or whatever, or like up in Denver, like Metro.
Castle Rock outlets and Park Meadows would be like the only 2 left that I can think of that actually get business.
And like the Flatirons one, whatever that mall's called, but it's in the Flatirons area. I can never remember it, but it's like a huge mall, and it's like there's like Neiman Marcus in it.
Oh, we were there, 16th Street Mall.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. I don't know. It's just weird. It gives me this weird vibe.
Yeah, because it's just like it's like nostalgia hitting you, and then it's like 2020 hitting you, and you're like, this isn't how it used to be. Like so much has changed.
Malls used to be popping, like so busy.
Going there as a teenager, be busy as hell.
So busy.
Especially like you'd be like, I can't go to the mall. It's Friday afternoon. There's too many teenagers there.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, and then now it's like you go and you're like, why am I even here?
I know. I usually just like to get in for steps.
Honestly, and then like seeing and then buying it online.
Yeah.
And clearance. I think that's probably the only reason why is clearance.
For sure.
Because I always go clearance. I need to go to clearance in H&M.
Oh, and the promenade shops would stay.
For sure. Oh, 100%. Because it's like ritzy, and it's not even like a mall. It's more of like a strip, like Castle Rock outlets. Yeah. I always go for clearance. I need to go to H&M for clearance soon because they're going to start clearancing their winter wear. And their winter wear is just like black long sleeve shirts.
When we went to H&M, I didn't find shit there that I actually like.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Oh no, water on the floor. It's very touch and go with women's there because like with men and H&M, it's just black, white, gray, minimalistic. But then like their women's wear is like a little questionable sometimes.
I really want to start working on my posture because my back hurts so bad. That's why I'm doing this.
It's hard to be like at work, like sit up straight and then like use proper body mechanics instead of just chucking somebody in bed.
Coochie back hurt. Coochie need medicine. Coochie from Kentucky. Coochie fuck next of kin. Fuck you. That was good. It may not have been funny, but that was good.
Coochie posture. Coochie back brace. Coochie, her arm. Coochie, ace. Rap.
Ace, rap. I need something sweet. I got sunflower peanut butter cups at home. Well, sunflower cups at home.
The fuck are sunflower cups?
Well, it's like a peanut butter cup, but instead of peanut butter, it's sunflower butter.
That sounds good.
That's good.
Like sunflower oil, peanut butter. That sounds delicious. I would give you some of my lemon Oreos, but I ate them last night.
Ew, I hate Oreos.
Oh yeah, but lemon Oreos.
Ew. Yum. Those no bake cookies were good.
Those were questionable. Just kidding.
What? They were good.
Jesus, they were good. Oh, was that mine?
No, it's my second phone. It's my burner phone.
Oh my God. Your drug dealer phone. When I was with that one friend or whatever, the straight guy I was sleeping with, he was on like probation, so he had a flip phone because he wasn't allowed to have like a cell phone or whatever for like the first like year. But he would have like a second phone on his girlfriend's plan, and I was like, "You're gonna get caught," and he did.
What an idiot.
Yeah, because it like went off when they were searching his house because they not like tossing his bed, but they're like looking for like chargers and like shit. But like it went off, and she was like, "Give me your phone." And she like held it, and then it went off again. She's like, "Where is it? Where is it?" And he like got so much trouble. It was hilarious.
That sucks. If I was on probation or anything like that,
like house arrest?
Yeah, like I would be following all the rules.
Oh, 100%. Because like the less you follow the rules, the longer it's gonna be. So if you just fucking sit there and chill.
I would watch TV, and I would clean my house, and I would cook.
Right, I would get a job from home.
And exactly.
I'd be a call center bitch.
Exactly. And I would Instacart food, and I would bake all day.
Yeah, nowadays it's like easy as shit. People, just because people who are on probation are like that certain type of people.
Want to go out and slang drugs.
Exactly, they're that certain type of people. So like, this is so hard. I'm like,
you're like, I'll switch you.
Right? You're like,
I'll serve your time.
I'd love to never leave the house. My God.
It reminds me of that movie Disturbia.
Disturbia.
It's like the darkness is alive.
Yeah, something like that.
Disturbia.
Classic Rihanna. My God.
Bum bum beat bum bum beat bum. She's like, "What's wrong with me?" And it's like bum bum beat bum bum beat bum.
What's wrong with me? That's gonna be amazing.
And then wait, we gotta do the second line. So now you do the bum bum beat
bum bum beat bum bum beat bum.
Why do I feel like this?
Beat bum.
That's what she says. Why do I feel like this? What's wrong with me?
What's wrong?
Why do I feel like this?
Drugs.
Drugs.
My God.
How do you keep your pants up? It's just so astonishing.
Belt. Who is that?
That's Travis Scott, I think.
Maybe. Who's the guy? Not like Childish. What's his name? Not the
I think it's Travis
guy.
Scott. Let me double check.
But have you seen that Vine? It's like, how dare you bring a birthday to my birthday gift on my birthday, and you bring a birthday gift on my birthday?
Would it be Tyler, the Creator?
Yeah, it's him. I thought it might. No, it's the guy. It's the guy who you're talking about because I can see him now. Bill. Yeah.
Hang on. I think it's Tyler, the Creator.
Hey Siri. How do you keep your belt up? Oh fuck. I can't talk to Siri without having a stroke.
Yeah, it's Travis Scott. Let's just play the clip. Fuck it.
How do you keep your pants up when you're performing? It's incredible. Belt. Belt.
Like,
how do you keep your pants up when you're performing? It's incredible.
Like, what a stupid question. Ew, those look like worms.
Those look like little itty mini
They're octopuses. But they're worms. They look like pinkies.
They do like pinkies.
Sister's being a cannibal. You just keep pulling and now there's no underwear on. It's just a pile of thread. That's a lot. Stop pulling it. You're pulling the Oh my God!
Okay.
There's still a string left. Holy shit. That's just pure elastic. Those are never going to fit again.
They barely fit as.
Oh my God, what's that on your hip?
It's a birthmark.
We talked about that in the Arizona podcast, if you guys remember. God. You literally... Which is what I did.
Just like
you bitch. I was
you're like, what is this here shit?
I said that in a pool. Have you seen that clip from like a porn? It's like, you need a lifeguard in here with all this water. And he's like, a lifeguard? I'm in a bathtub. No, I'll find it.
I'll throw those away when I get home. If I had... if I walked around like that, would you tell me?
100%.
Look.
Lifeguards are at your beach.
Oh, it's a porn.
The beach is a bathtub. No body of water is safe without a lifeguard. It's 2 feet deep, lady. What are you doing here? You can relax. You're safe now. Your lifeguard is here.
And it's like, wow, wow. Like, I wonder if it keeps going. Oh, yeah.
Get out of the water. There's a shark. What? A shark? Get out of the water. Shark? There's a shark in the water. Wait a minute. There's no shark in the bathtub. Aren't you glad you had a lifeguard here to save you?
And then she's like,
I guess. Wait a minute. You should go. There's no need for you to be here. I think I should stay, and I think we should have sex.
Oh my god. How cringe.
literally, and then she's like,
that was too good.
that acting.
That moan that you did. Like that Trisha Paytas thing that we just watched on TikTok. Where she's like, people.
And the guy's like,
why'd you moan like that?
and she's like,
And he's like, yeah.
You end your sentence like that every time. And she did. I rewatched that clip.
Did you?
Yeah, it was a lot.
I like that guy. I subscribe to him and his wife's podcast.
Cute. What does he do? Why did they become podcast like buddies?
I don't really know. I don't think they have a podcast.
Cat's Cradle over there? What the fuck? You're like...
I just like I have my whole underwear in my hand and I'm just like a cat's cradle with the thong.
You're like, look, it's an eye.
I'm like, stick your finger in here, okay? And pull it out. I'm like, okay, take it out. Do they have a podcast together or does she just come on
No,
his?
it's their podcast together.
What is it called?
I don't know.
Are you sure it's not just hers?
No, because I've like watched clips from like theirs and she's in 18 million different outfits. It's like their podcast together.
What is it called?
I have no idea.
Subscribe. I like how mean he is to her. Please, can we fucking split the OnlyFans and watch the video?
No.
Why? Come on, I want to see Trisha Paytas shave her coochie.
It's $5. You can pay for it yourself. It's called Frenemies. And
Frenemies.
It's like, and it's theirs. It might be. No, it's theirs. A Dish with Trish.
Okay, that's hers.
That's her.
The Dish with Trish, yeah. I'm going to subscribe right now.
It's H3 Podcast is the channel because they have multiple things.
That's the one I'm subscribed to.
That's his?
Yeah.
Oh, then she just must be a guest constantly.
I told you.
Oh, I don't know. Whatever. Okay, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. This was another long episode about crazy, but we touched on some good subjects, I think.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, it was fun. Chill day. We just record randomly.
Let me know if you get sour milk kisses.
Oh my god.
Please.
Sour milk kisses.
Please.
Let's read the title.
Please fucking make that the title.
Sour milk kisses. Oh my god.
Oh, that is so funny.
Like, comment, and subscribe, everybody. Thank you for tuning in.
We'll catch you next week.
Bye.
Bye.